Good morning, people! So, I filmed not a reading after I filmed this reading because I thought that reading was going to go up before this reading. To try to explain this in short terms, if that makes sense. I kind of broke, without breaking, my charger for my laptop, so I couldn't charge my laptop. Ordered a new cable for my charger. It just arrived, so that's why I could use up my baby and get this reading up for you guys. But there's a bonus reading. I was supposed to be up before this one, but that didn't happen. But enjoy it. And oh yeah, because the other reading is not up, is because that I didn't realize that I filmed it in 4K and uploaded it from the phone, which means that it's going to take 2 hours. If not more. We will see. It will arrive at your faces when it is ready to be seen, I guess. But enjoy this one, because this one is the cake, the cherry on the top. Okay, thank you. Enjoy. Good morning, people. The daily reading is out a little bit later because yesterday I had a oopsie, kind of dropped my charger for the laptop and it broke. It did something weird. I tried to fix it, didn't help. So wasn't able to use my laptop yesterday, which means that the daily reading is a little bit late. But it's here. I will also pre-record for tomorrow and probably also the weekend reading. But first of all, before we start this reading, I paid attention to something today that I haven't paid attention to before, with the dragon painting that I got from Ali. And it's interesting because I have had this painting for, well, it kind of feels like a year. It does feel like I have had it for over a year or something. But I need you guys' help to identify what the little girl is holding behind her hands. So I'm gonna share the clip now. So this is the painting. Well, it is a puzzle piece. I got this from Allison, and I have been very connected with it, especially because I have a spirit guide that is a dragon. So there you go, and the little girl is me. But like I said, I paid attention to something today. So I guess today is the day where I need to pay attention and unravel this. But she's holding something. Like a little girl is holding something behind her back. And I'm not sure what it is. Is it a key? Is it something else? What is it? Kind of looks like it's round in both ends in a way. What are you hiding, little girl? What am I hiding? 111 with that. So what am I hiding behind my back? What am I hiding from the big dragon? I wonder if it has something to do with my soulmate, because I always have felt, especially from guided meditations, that my spirit guide, Avaron, is connected with my soulmate. But there you go. Maybe some of you guys can see or help me with what is he holding behind her back. So now that you guys have seen that, maybe you can write in the comment what you think it is. Like I also said before, there must be a reason why I pay attention to it now. I don't know why, but besides that, for the daily reading today, there is this like very beautiful energy in the air of emotional healing and rewards. And I feel with this energy that it's also time for us to finally let go of emotional pain from the past. It can be past life, but it can also be your past. And it's probably your past, like something that happened when you were a kid, or something that happened throughout your growth, throughout you growing up in a way. But emotional pain, emotional wounds normally comes from our childhood. So if it's something you are aware of or not, it's definitely something that you are letting go of now. Because I think a lot of you guys, you got to a point where you realize that it might hinder you in some aspects of you living your life, going after your dreams. It could hinder you in relationships, friendships, whatever dynamics that you might feel like you're struggling, being emotional, expressing yourself, or again, being creative, right? Trusting in yourself, believing in yourself. There might be insecurities, whatever it is for you. It's something you're letting go of, and I just paid attention to a card that slipped to the side from the deck. So, 4 Wands, or 4 Swords, yeah. Universe is trying to point out that you're ready. If there has been sickness connected with your body, that's a funky way of saying it. But if there has been pain, physically pain, connected with your body, that's also something that will be released. Pain, different places in our body, is always connected with something emotional. Like the stomach is a lot of the times insecurities and being vulnerable and worth. So it's the solar plexus. Throat chakra, also speaking your truth, or being heard, being understood, right? Yeah. So pay attention to what area your pain is, or what is connected with in a way. But with all this, I feel like we are being asked, with Mercury being direct now, to focus more on the hope and the new possibilities that's coming into our life. Because they are coming into our life. They are. I know a lot of you guys have been waiting for a long time. No matter what this is. If it's just your finances to recover, if it's being recognized for your worth or your job or whatever, being heard, being seen, if it's about love, finding love, healing love, if it's about restoring the body in a way, finding a job, finding the gnist, as we say in Denmark, the spark in life, whatever it is, the creativity. It starts with you letting go of something. It starts with you letting go of the past, once and for all, and focusing on the hope. And hope has been a big thing on this channel the past weeks. Hope. I mean, hope is just in general a big thing, right? But sometimes I also question if we actually know what hope is. Or if we have forgotten what hope is. The candle's doing weird things with that. You guys can see that, but it's like pulsing again. Look at that. Yeah. Did we forget what hope was? Or hope is, Spirit? I heard that we sometimes forget who we are. Or what we are capable of. True. What we deserve, what we desire. I mean, we're not getting any younger, are we? So what is it that we desire? And why are we holding ourselves back from it? That is the energy of today. Wow. Coming back full force with the acknowledgement, that thing that the girl, me, is holding behind her back is very significant, I feel. Carries some kind of truth for you, but also for me. For all of us. So, if you have experienced or felt sorrow or disappointments recently, it is going to be replaced with hope. But I want you guys to realize that hope is not just a word that we throw out. Hope is actually active. How's it crack with that? Well, we need to be cracked open, right? For hope to come in. That also means that we need to be vulnerable. It can sometimes be scary, right? To open up. I don't know, people are going to see the true us when the light starts shining out of those cracks. But it also means that the hope can find a way in. I also feel there is a reminder here for all of you to remember and see how strong you are, and how far you have actually come. Not only recently, but throughout the past year. I mean, we are in December, it is the last stretch of the year, and we are closing off, well, we are not only closing off a year, we are actually closing off a 15-year-old circle of lessons. People, realize that. You're closing off 15 years of lessons. It's a lot of baggage, which makes sense why there is so much fear. I feel fear and anxiety and stress is something that's so active in people right now. It has never been so active, probably because that we have not really been speaking about it. So now that people start speaking about it, it becomes obvious that woof, woof, there is something here. I feel something. So some of you guys might have had something significant happening in your life, or maybe this year someone significant came into your life who activated it. I feel that's the truth for all of us. If it's job related, a person related, most of the time it's actually people related, because again, that's why we have contracts with people. And some people are there to awaken that in us. Even if it's just someone you have met for a couple of months, or known for a couple of months, or maybe it's one day. You know, contracts with people, they are as long as they are, right? Sometimes it's short, sometimes it's long. And I also think today is very important with all the things that we're talking about. It's very important for you to embrace this energy of forgiveness. If it's you forgiving others, or if it's you forgiving yourself. I think it's very easy to actually forgive other people. Well, I guess it depends on the person. But sometimes it's even harder to forgive ourselves for something, whatever it is. Saying that while we have the Three of Swords. With that said, I feel like we got very serious today. But there's a reason for it. Again, Mercury is direct, people. So you're being prepared to speak out about something. And we had the Gemini full moon. What is that about? Well, communication, my love. Communication that has been stalled or forgotten for 15 years. And then you guys realize that you actually have a voice. You actually have a say in your life. And some of you guys might have felt like that say has been taken away from you for quite some years. Now you're being heard, you're being seen, which also means that pay attention. Pay attention to people who has made you felt seen the past months, because they have probably been there to activate something in you. And now that you felt seen, it also triggered some kind of pain. Look at that, the Fool. Look at that, the Fool. Why is the Fool moving into being overwhelmed? And then we have this, right? So there's a lot of courage, and you are being asked to be brave, even if you feel overwhelmed right now. But also, overwhelmedness means that you carry too much. Like the Ten of Wands, you carry too much. You try to do too much. Maybe you're someone who's always there for other people, always try to help other people. But maybe you really need to be like, okay, I'm sorry, but I can't be there anymore. I can't help with this anymore. I need to think about myself. It could be job related. Most of the time it's probably job related. But it can also be family related. It can be in friendships. Again, boundaries. Let's see what else we can get for today. It's probably this theme, so just prepare yourself. But there is stability coming after being and feeling overwhelmed. But also realize what it is that you're walking away from, or letting go of, so that you can step into something new, right? Like your job is done somewhere in a way, or the lessons. Why the 15 years of lessons? So you will have to walk away from the lessons as well, and not stay in it. We do have King of Wands and kings are action takers, so it's being very optimistic. Now that I hold it like that, because at the bottom, the effing Three of Swords still here. He is looking into that direction. So it could represent a person, it could represent you. And look at that, the effing Hermit is back, reversed. So whatever it is, I think you're realizing, and it makes sense, that you have isolated yourself when it came to a pain. You came to a point. Overworked yourself. You have been paranoid. The heartbreak is paranoia. The hype. I have this, like, I had this message. It was that you were never meant to carry it for this long. But it's like, you're not meant to keep carrying this effing heartbreak or this overwhelmness or this pain, or whatever it is, if it's physical or mental. You are not meant to do that. And even if, you know, it is a King of Wands, even if you're a female watching, it can be a masculine energy, in a way. But I think it's here because you're taking action, because again, kings are action takers, you're taking action in a more optimistic way, and realizing, oh my god, I've been paranoid. Did I put these thoughts in my heart myself? Did I put them back? Did I squeeze them a little bit more in? So you take them out and you create the Ace of Swords. Again, this Ace of Swords is haunting me. After I spoke about that I want it as a tattoo. Wow. Something is being rattled up today, people. I mean, communication could be something. Maybe you speak openly about your emotions. If it's just you speaking openly about your emotions to yourself or with someone, it could be family, a friend, a lover, it could be a therapist, whatever, again, however. You can write letters to yourself, burn them like a ritual. Oh my god, you're taking action. No wonder the fire energy is here. You are taking full swing at your dreams and hope. Whatever it is that you're longing for and dreaming of, you have this like inner fire and power being like, I have kept myself away from my dreams. I saw 2 ravens, Hugin and Moonin. You guys know how those 2 ravens has been very significant ever since my mom passed away. And they have always come into my provision. Is that how you say that? My vision? When there was something very important that needed to be spoken about. Especially with what we are just saying now. Kind of felt like someone was banging on the door, tapping at the window. It's a long time since we have had those experiences here. Remember, some time ago, we had this like the knocking at the door out here, which, like I said, is not possible. This felt like the door that is actually outside. Still, it's not possible because the garden is closed off, and I do not see anyone. But it kind of felt like tapping, like if a raven taps its nose. It's not a nose. Whatever you call that. So the spirit is trying to make you aware of something. It's very spiritual. It has something to do with your psychic abilities now that it's coming by a raven, especially 2 ravens. So they bring us to close old chapters today, forever, so you can move on and tap into your new abilities. Because something is stopping you from actually going full force psychic or trusting your intuition. Like, you know what it is that you want to do, what you're longing for. I can't remember what you spoke about before the ravens came. Judgment. Oh, ravens. Now they're in the garden. before they were in the big tree out there on the field. But you're getting closer to something. Maybe some of you guys just had something, like a thought or a realization, an aha moment. You're finally listening to destiny calling you. Some of you guys are afraid of success. Before that, I heard that you have a lot of love. You carry a lot of love in you, but you're not allowing it to really be put out in a way, like so that you can receive it back. It will make sense if it makes sense. Is the last thing we need to know with this? Well, this is your rebirth, but this also means that you are about to experience the biggest change of your life. Nothing is going to be as it has been. And maybe that's why some of you guys have resisted, because you know that whatever this means, whatever it is that you're longing for and taking action on, it means that your life is going to turn upside down. And a lot of you guys, you do not like that. You do not like that you don't have the control. Hence this, some of you guys have been very controlled over this. You have really tried to control destiny, or something from not happening, or something from happening, or whatever, however you say that. But remember what I told you guys with the full moon in Gemini. You have 10 days. Now you do not have 10 days anymore. I don't know how many days you have left. Wow. But there is a time window here that closes when it comes to letting go of this past hurt. Otherwise, you will start receiving those effing lessons throughout next year again. And I know it's, for some of you guys, it makes you freak out. But sometimes we need to be freaked out for us to realize that we carry something that's not good anymore. But let me say this, my love, you have already done the work. You have already realized that you're paranoid about something and that you carry this, whatever it is. So maybe you should stop being so paranoid and isolating and keeping yourself away from what it is that you truly want, or where you want to step, or what you want to step towards. Realize that with this year, that you already have let go of 15 years, 16 years, 15 years of shite, lessons, disappointments, hurt, pain. Your whole body is also being regenerated. Your DNA is being regenerated. So if you experience weird things with your body, it's because it's regenerating. Everything is changing, including you. And the faster you acknowledge this, the easier it will get and become. Thank you. 333. That is it. Thank you guys. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys later or tomorrow. Bye.